Good morning, children. I am Vaishali Chauhan, a social entrepreneur. Today, I shall talk to you all for a few minutes as you'll start with your Eco Club. What is an Eco Club? Eco Club is a group which promotes the participation of students in learning and improving the environment. It also encourages students to involve their parents and neighbors in different activities to make our earth better. Why do we need an eco club? I shall explain this with an example. We all live in a home, right? In a house. It is our home where we live with our parents, grandparents, siblings. Siblings are brothers and sisters, our pets. We all like our home clean, neat and tidy, right? Yes, no one will like to keep their house dirty. Similarly, our earth is our home. It's our house. We live on it. So we all need to keep it clean and take care of it. That's the reason we have eco clubs, through which we learn about our earth and have different activities which will take care of our environment. In today's talk, I shall give you all some simple ways in which we can care for our planet. We have all seen that we are facing different problems, environmental problems, like there are floods, there are storms, climate change, drought. What is a drought? When there is no rain in certain area for a long time, all water bodies like our lakes, rivers, they get dried up, animals die. These things are happening very frequently, very often now. All these are environmental problems. But have you thought, why are these things happening, these problems happening? Because our earth is ill. It is not feeling well. It has fever. What happens when you are not well, when you have a fever? Your mama will touch your body and check, right? The body is hot. Or we'll say you have a high body temperature. And that's exactly what is happening with our earth. It is becoming hotter. Oceans are getting warmer. And that's why all these problems, storms and the floods are taking place. But how did our earth fall sick? How did it become hotter? Why did it get fever? Our earth became hot, or the earth becoming hot is called global warming. Global warming or earth becoming hot has happened because of some very harmful and dangerous gases which have increased in the air or our atmosphere. What do these gases do? So we have our sun, right? The sun's rays come into our atmosphere. These harmful gases, which are also called as the greenhouse gases, they trap the sunlight and don't let the sunlight go out of the atmosphere. They trap the sunlight, or you can say they absorb the sunlight. And that is why, because the sunlight doesn't go out again, our atmosphere is getting hotter. These harmful gases, which I said are greenhouse gases, are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, etc. Many of them. We shall focus only on carbon dioxide. Now, how did this carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere? There are different reasons. It has increased because of deforestation. What is deforestation? It is the cutting of trees. Why do people cut trees? To build houses, to make roads, for many reasons. So cutting of trees. Also, carbon dioxide has increased due to garbage, the waste that we throw, right? The waste. Because of that also. The factories are creating a lot of pollution in the air. Also, the cars, the aeroplanes, all these are reasons of the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So that's the very reason we all at all times have to see how we can reduce the carbon dioxide. This process of reducing carbon dioxide is also called as reducing our carbon footprints. I shall give you all 10 very simple ways to reduce your carbon footprints. The first one is reduce your waste. Very important. We all need to see that we do not create much waste. Because what happens to the waste when we throw it into a dustbin? Anything, you'll eat a chocolate, you will throw the paper into the dustbin, you will drink a juice, throw that box into the dustbin. All that waste is collected by someone, and then what happens to it? It only goes into a big heap or a big mountain of waste, which you can see in this picture. So such waste mountain is called a landfill. All our waste goes there, and because it is mixed waste, all waste, paper, metal, glass, all mixed together, this generates carbon dioxide and it is released in the air. So very important first point, we have to reduce our waste. Second are the 3 R's. In fact, the first one also was an R, reduce your waste, and now there are 3 more R's. Refuse, reuse and repair. Refuse. Now if you'll go to a restaurant, if you order for juice, first you have to say, I do not want a straw. Refuse a plastic straw. Even refuse a plastic straw while drinking tender coconut water. Plastic bags which the shopkeepers give, refuse them. Nowadays there are even bags which say I am not plastic. No, that is also plastic. Please refuse, because finally that also will end up into the landfill. So we have to refuse, say no. Ask your parents to carry bags along, reusable bags, so that they can keep using it, but do not take any plastic bags from the shops. Next, reuse. Very important. We should reuse things as much as possible. Like for example, using a cotton reusable bag, the best option. You can clean it, wash it, use it again and again. If it is torn, it can be stitched. So we have to keep using it again and again before it goes into the landfill. Now y'all just have started your new academic year. So y'all might have old notebooks with unused pages. Y'all can see this. Now this is one of the books I do. I do it every year after the year is over. My son's notebooks have unused pages. I tear them out and I get them bounded. Now this binding can be done from any printing shop. This book can then be used as your rough book. It can be used even for your notes. Why I'm telling you all to use those pages also? To make paper, so many trees are cut, which we said, deforestation. Trees absorb a lot of carbon dioxide. So if we are cutting trees to make paper, it is our duty that we should use paper very responsibly. So try and use as much as possible. So use those and ask your parents to make such notebooks out of unused paper, pages of yours. Next is repair. Now if our shoe is torn, we normally throw it. Our bag is torn, we'll throw it. No, there are people, we have the cobblers, there are people who repair shoes, bags, even toys can be repaired. So try and repair whatever is possible, so that again we will not throw it and it will not end up into the landfill. Next, the third point, very simple, save electricity. When not in use, switch off lights, fans, and even the plug points. You all must have seen the charger, the charger is into the plug, the switch is on, but there is no mobile charging. That also consumes a lot of electricity. So we have to switch even those switches off. So it is your responsibility. Switch off all unused lights, fans and plugs. Fourth, Save water. Do not waste water. Water is really very precious for us. Because of deforestation, because of droughts, soon we shall be facing a huge water shortage. So we need to save every drop. The fifth point, avoid using too much AC or air condition. Use of AC releases a lot of greenhouse gases. Few years ago, say just 30 to 40 years back, every house did not have an AC. But today, all houses have at least one AC. All cars have ACs. Offices have ACs. But the use of all these ACs is only making our earth hotter. It will cool our room. It will make the room cooler, car cooler, offices cooler, but the earth is getting hotter. So we should try and reduce its use whenever possible. So what you can do, switch on the AC, let the room cool, then switch it off. Avoid using too much AC. Sixth point, cycle or walk to places that are nearby instead of using a car or a motorbike. So when suppose there is a shop close by, your parents have to go shopping, you can just tell them, let's walk to the shop, but you need to help them. They'll be getting stuff, right? So you have to help them carry those stuff also. So wherever possible, try and walk or cycle. Use staircase instead of lifts. These are small things that we can do, right? Seventh point, carpool whenever possible. What is carpooling? So let's say there are children in a colony. Let's talk about one colony, a complex, a building. And there are many children, but out of them, say 10 children go to the same school. They're from different families. Same school. So let's say they are going to Mushtifund. So now, is it better that each child's parent drops the child to school, or is it better that the parents decide that each parent will take a turn to drop all the kids to school? The second option is better, right? Because there will be less pollution and less petrol will be used if children go in one car instead of 10 different cars going to the same school. So whenever there is a function also, or there is some place where people around the same area have to go to a place, they can all carpool and go instead of taking individual cars. Eighth point, very important again, eat what is local and seasonal. Local means fruits and vegetables that are grown in Goa. Seasonal means fruits, vegetables that are grown in a particular season. For example, mangoes. We all love mangoes, right? But do we get mangoes throughout the year? No. We get it only in the summers. Similarly, there are different fruits and vegetables that grow in a particular season, and we have to eat them at that time. So eating local and seasonal is not only good for the environment, but also very good for your health. Next point, what you can do to reduce your carbon footprint? Compost. Have you all heard about compost? Okay, I'll tell you. There are two types of waste, dry and wet waste. Dry waste is what? All your paper, plastic, metal, glass. And wet waste is what? All the food waste or the waste that comes out from the kitchen, like your vegetable peels, fruit peels. We can convert this wet waste to compost. I would like to mention here a very important point. Never waste food. We should always remember, we are blessed by God that we have food to eat. A lot of people and children don't have food to eat and are dying. So never waste food because it is a blessing from God. Now about compost. Vegetable and fruit peels, or we can say the kitchen scraps, must be composted. It is very simple. Composting is very simple. We just need to mix the wet waste with some dried leaves, as you can see, and put them in a container, say a bucket. and then just mix it well. Cover it. Next day again there'll be some more waste from the kitchen. Put some more dried leaves, again mix it. Do this till the bucket is full. Once the bucket is full, just leave it, and every day just mix it. And after 45 days, your compost will be ready. Compost is manure for the plants. It is very, very good. Your plants will grow much more healthier. Last point of reducing your carbon footprint, but a very, very important point. Grow trees. Our trees can absorb a lot of carbon dioxide. So we all need to plant at least one plant or a tree. So let's do this as an activity. There are around 350 children who are going to watch this video, plus around 20 teachers. If we all plant one tree, there will be around 370 new trees growing. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is. Our forest department in Kampal, near Mahavir Garden, is giving away saplings free up to 5th September. There are different types of tree saplings: fruiting, flowering, decorative, medicinal. So go and pick up at least one sapling and grow it. Take a picture of you planting it and send it to your teacher, just like the one that you can see. This activity will make our planet much more greener and cleaner. If we follow all these simple 10 points, we can all reduce our carbon footprints and heal our earth. I wish students of Shree Mahalaxmi Primary School of Mushtifund Saunstha all the very best as you start your journey as eco-warriors. I would like to also thank the teachers and the management of the school for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.